Okay, we back. All right, so this is from 2020. Okay, so with Sprinkle of Jesus, first of all, Dana Chanel at some point in her life ended up connecting with her husband. I can't even remember the guy's name, to be honest, but he used to do like Instagram videos and stuff as well, like motivational stuff or whatever like that. And at some point they ended up getting married later on. She ended up connecting with him, got a relationship going. With them getting together, they ended up doing their own businesses and stuff, where one of them was like jumping jack taxes. She used to do this thing called curl boxes, of course, Sprinkle of Jesus, and then it was some other little products and stuff. She had this other thing called Alakazam, which was like an app, and this is primarily why the whole lawsuit and everything came up. I was trying to find her husband. Give me 1 second, see if we could find his name. Somebody in the chat may already know it though. Prince Donnell, that's his name. Okay, Prince Donnell, that is his name. All right, there we go. So Prince Donnell. Okay. So anywho, yeah, so I became familiar with Dana Chanel like back in the day, you know, back when she was doing Sprinkle of Jesus. At some point later on, as she was progressing on Instagram as an influencer and stuff, she ended up connecting with this guy that a lot of ladies was raving over, because I think they just really liked his eyes and he was handsome and stuff. And he would put up like a lot of videos, like motivational things or whatever. And so I guess she connected with him. They ended up dating, whatever it was. Okay. Created businesses, Jumping Jacks Taxes, Curl Box, Sprinkle of Jesus, and Alakazam apps, a lot of other things. But Alakazam apps is what really got them tied the fuck up at the end of the day. Now, what you see on the screen, this was posted back in August of 2020 on Shade Room, and it says scam allegations against Christian entrepreneur Dana Chanel pick up steam. One of her alleged scams was recently shut down. Okay, now I believe that her dad used to also like work with her on this, and if I'm not relaying everything accurately, definitely go to my channel, hit search, and look up the Dana Chanel videos. I'm gonna try to like put like the old ones up so you can kind of like follow along with you know, like what the history was or whatever. But basically people was paying her to be, or paying them for a app, Alakazam. They're thinking that they're going to be getting an app built for their own companies and working directly with the app developers. And that's just not what it was. I believe they were receiving some type of pamphlets or something like that, or whatever it was they were receiving. It wasn't what they ordered. And I think they could have spent like, I'm going to say $500 to $2,500 with these people, and they really did not have, they didn't get anything back in return. Okay, so that was crazy. And then at one point it was some people coming up with alleging that her husband was scamming with Jumping Jack Taxes, so much so that he kind of addressed some stuff, and then he got off social media for a very long time. So I don't know whatever happened with his case, or whether it went any, you know, further than what it went. But I know that was something that happened. Okay. So these were some of the receipts. Okay. And this used to be a Instagram. I remember this Instagram page. Okay. That said Dana Chanel, the scammer. And when I saw it, I wasn't that surprised, you know, because I was like, I just always felt like it was something that was off about her once I started following and, you know, supporting her channel or whatever. I'm not her channel, but supporting her page or whatever. So I wasn't really surprised. I was kind of like, okay, but what is the scam about? Like, what is that about? But I mean, something was off about her anyway. So anywho, they're saying we shut down Dana's latest scam to get more money to fund her scams. Okay. Light work courtesy of Godzilla, aka Dana Chanel scamming or whatever. So these are like messages of people that I believe emailed them that gave them details about like what's been happening. Let's see. I want to see. I guess I could read some of these. Good morning. I recently saw a video of social media influencer on YouTube discussing third-party funding through your company to allow for customers to pay for her company's mobile app builder, Alakazam app. I'm not sure if you have done research on her or her multiple companies, but there have been many allegations of Dana Chanel committing fraud via not just Alakazam apps, but Curl Bible. That's what it was. Not Curl Box. It was Curl Bible. Earn Company was one of them, Jumping Jack Taxes, and Sprinkle of Jesus. She purports to build apps for small business owners. However, the allegations are mounting of her charging these business owners upwards to $5,000 $100,000 to build their apps, but not delivering the services as promised. As a result of these allegations, she has since been exposed in social media for her alleged scams and fraud, and many people have ceased to do business with her. This is where your company comes in. Since these recent allegations, she can no longer maneuver through the internet stratosphere without potential business owners being warned of her shady business practices, and thus she has sought your company to serve as a liaison between the customer and you. I am only sending this message as a caution in partnership with Dana Chanel and Alakazam Apps, as there is now an open investigation against her and her companies by the FTC. I am sure you do not want your company attached to any of her wrongdoings when she finally has her day in court. Please do the right thing and reconsider partnering with her so that you do not go down with the sinking ship. Okay, so it was a lot of different emails and things that came in. And I guess this is when she was seeking the funding for Alakazam Apps. Okay. So this is kind of like where it got started, but then more people started coming out. They started a petition on this girl, and it was all kind of tea that was just a falling out about her. Let me see. Because I believe I pulled up, did I pull up that old article? I think I could have exited out of it. I think it was this one right here, this BuzzFeed article. I like BuzzFeed. They pretty much give you like a good little layout of everything. And this one here, okay, shout out to the 300 people in the chat. Make sure you guys are coming in and liking up the video. So this one's from 2021. So we just saw in 2020 where some details went out about her alleged scamming. The FTC was then involved in 2020. So a lot of people had things to say. Okay. If you go back to my old videos on my channel, let me show y'all where those are so y'all will just see. On my channel, you might be able to just type in JamiThatsMe and Dana Chanel. Okay, so here we are right here. Okay, so you see these two. You got Dana Responds and then Scammer, and this was like a year ago. Well, over a year ago, I believe in 2021. So there's that. All right. That'll give you like some more backstory, but we'll get into this article. So they're saying influencer Dana Chanel has been accused of scamming Black small business owners. All right. They're saying that authorities in Pennsylvania are suing Instagram influencer Dana Chanel for allegedly using her social media platform to promote products and services that ripped off consumers, particularly Black small business owners. Now, Chanel, whose real name is Cassie Oliveira, has over 796,000 Instagram followers at that time. All right. She's over 1 million now and is based in Philadelphia. She is the founder of Curl Bible, a Sprinkle of Jesus, and a Christian mobile app that she's described as the largest online ministry in the world with 5 million users. Now, on her Instagram, she shares funny reels about running businesses, posts promoting her products, content, and about her family. All right. Now, they said the lawsuit involved Chanel's other companies. Credit Exterminators was one of them, which helps consumers improve bad credit, and Alakazam, which helps small business owners make their own mobile app. Now, she has a lot of businesses, and I haven't heard a lot of negative things about the businesses. I do remember there were some comments in her comment section where people were not receiving their Curl Bible packages or something like that. And she would like delete those comments. And you probably could just find that if you just Google. You'll probably, be able to find some of that stuff. But I do remember that where some people were complaining. Now, but I feel like maybe her business isn't as bad because she got a lot of them. Right? She got about 5 different businesses, but the only ones that I've heard negative things about was Alakazam Apps and Curl Bible. Not sure how the other ones are run or if people are having issues with those, but those are the only 2 that I definitely saw people have some pushback on. Now, they're saying both companies are co-owned and operated by Chanel and members of her family. Okay, her sister and her father. They were also listed as co-defendants. Because I remember it was a story, y'all, on one of my videos where somebody was in communication with her dad, and they were trying to like get some app set up or something like that, and he kept making them think that, yeah, I got you, and this is how it works, and this is how much it's gonna cost, and all this and that. And then when they paid for it, they received like a pamphlet or a booklet or something. And when they hit him up about it, he was like, yeah, that's what that's what you asked for. That's what I gave you. And they're like, no, that's not what I gave you. And then I believe they lost communication with him at some point. So a lot of people started coming out with a lot of stories. But again, it's in those previous videos. At least it should be. Now they're saying, according to the lawsuit, regulators in Pennsylvania began investigating after they received multiple complaints from customers who said they either didn't receive the goods and services they paid for, or that the businesses misled them. Now, for example, multiple people reported to officials that Credit Exterminators / Earn Company advertised a $300 per month VIP package service plan to help people raise their credit scores. That's what the lawsuit says. The company allegedly promised an appealing "we do it for you" approach, but then made customers sign a form to let the company off the hook on actually providing the services promised in its marketing, such as phone support or a designated personal account finance specialist. Girl, not y'all talking about they do it for you, but you ain't gonna be able to really reach out and contact them and get access to them like you really want to. Like, girl, what? But you know how we do a lot of times, we get a service, we don't really read the fine print, we just get it, and then we go on about our business. You know what I'm saying? So that's where, the people was messing up. So they say in one case, a consumer paid $1,807, okay, to the credit score. That's $1,800. To the credit score company for helping repair her credit, as well as getting related consulting and coaching. That's what the lawsuit said. When she attempted to contact the company to set up these services, she received no reply, and her request for a full refund was allegedly denied. Now, that is some messed up stuff. And I think that if it's not already illegal, it should be illegal. Because I feel like you shouldn't be able to offer services and then not allow people to contact you. But hell, girl, we be over there calling the different people about bills and stuff, and they ask God, and it's no shade to the foreign people, but girl, sometimes the language is so thick, I can't make out what the hell you saying. You know what I'm saying? And that gets a little frustrating. I don't feel like that should be legal either. Girl, I'm calling here in America. Well, I don't understand. Like, every time I call y'all, nobody from America picks up. It always sounds like somebody that's in India or somewhere over there. Like, that should be against the law too. But anywho, thank you so much, Jess, for the super chat. Great coverage as always. Go, Jamie. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Jess. Thank you. Okay, so that's what they're saying. The credit score company also told consumers it had submitted disputes to credit reporting agencies, only for people to discover these agencies had no record of the disputes. Girl, what? And y'all wasn't reporting on none of that stuff. They wasn't getting no updates. They wasn't doing nothing. See, that's why y'all got to do y'all research when it comes to the credit. Because everybody just be slapping up there talking about they do credits. I can fix your credit. I could do this. I could do that. Ooh, I feel like if you could fix something, you should also be able to explain to a person how they could do it themselves. Don't just be I could do it for you type company and then just pay them with the expectation. Like, because what if you get tired the hell up the next time? How can you help me? To not be able to spend this money out, and I could just fix my shit on my own the next time. Like, teach me a little something, So that's what I think. I mean, that's what should come with it. Okay. So this is when she was doing the mobile app. And I guess they were going around doing different tours and stuff and explaining to people and telling people about it. Girl, see, I ain't trying to be that type of successful girl. You got to be accountable for all this shit. But anyway, so they said the lawsuit also alleges that Chanel's mobile app company, Alakazam, charged customers for a business marketing manual. And that is the thing that the people was actually receiving. When I was talking about the pamphlet or whatever, it was this manual that they were receiving, but they actually were not receiving the service of getting an app actually developed. That was a problem. So they had no knowledge of or desire to purchase, and some never received. Okay. What else? So Alakazam was advertised to small business owners who wanted their own apps to promote their products and grow a community. And Chanel used Sprinkle of Jesus, which offers consulting to Christian entrepreneurs in addition to its devotional content, to help market it, according to the suit. She also used her Instagram to promote online seminars hosted by Rattray or other company representatives. My issue always will be people using, in my opinion, people using religion, okay, religion, higher power to finesse the people. And because you believe that these people got good hearts because it's about religion, you just go for it and you just don't even second guess it. You just knee deep in it. Girl, these people be on some other too. So don't just because they be out here promoting for the Lord or whoever, girl, like just double check. Some people think that because people look cute, they keep themselves together. They don't appear to be the type of person that'll scam you and be out here scamming the fuck out of people. So you just do your research if you can. If there's any out there, if you're going to take chances, don't be taking thousands of dollars of chances with people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes you don't know what sometimes you just don't know you're going to really get scammed, right? So, I mean, if you're going to just test out something or try something, try it with, I guess, a few hundreds that you don't mind losing. Maybe $100. Like, if I lose this, it's fine. I don't want to get it back. Like, okay, that's fine. You know, but if you can avoid all of that, just do your research and just find out about these people as much as you can, because, oh, girl, this is crazy. They're saying some consumers who pay monthly hosting fees to Alakazam never received a completed mobile app from the company or received a mobile app that lacked a minimum level of functionality necessary to give the product any value to the consumer. What the hell was y'all doing? So you got these people paying you a hosting fee on a regular basis, and they have no product, or if they have a product, it's not even presentable as you are going around promoting your product to be presentable. Now, they're saying in one case, a small business owner thought Alakazam would do the development work to create an app, except for small customizations, okay? She paid $950 for app development, but her statement read the money went towards a business marketing that's what I'm telling y'all, okay? It went towards that business marketing manual. That's crazy. A $250 a month hosting fee was also allegedly charged before the app was complete. Girl, that is some shit there. And this was a Instagram post she made a while back. This was back, or at least a tweet back in 2019. For everyone asking, the Sprinkle of Jesus app was created by Alakazam Apps. Yes, I own the company. I'm the plug. Don't be in the Christian world or the religious world talking about a plug. We are willing to help and build your vision. We've already developed over 3,500 apps in Google Play and Apple. Girl, y'all got to be careful, because it definitely catches up with you. The Attorney General's office says that Chanel violated Pennsylvania's consumer protection law on 5 counts, including failing to deliver goods and services promised, misleading consumers, violating the state credit services law, and failing to register a fictitious company name with the state. Okay. They're saying it's hard enough these days for workers in Philadelphia. We can't have bad actors breaking the law and making it even harder for folks to resolve their bad credit or keep their small businesses afloat. Good, that was on her tail, honey. So that's from that part, right? So now, when a lot of this stuff started to come out, I do remember putting up a post. Like, once the state started to be on her ass, I remember putting up this post over here. Let me see if I got it. Let me see. I took a screenshot from one of my old videos, and this is what she has said, child. She says, we need as many comments as possible. All we are asking is for you to share below if we positively impacted your life, if you've appreciate our products or service. We're fighting for our livelihood and integrity. Judge us by our fruit. Don't let the pressure of cancel culture promote fear in your heart for what is right or jump on a bandwagon. If you've never done business with us, these last few years we've watched cancel culture cause so many entrepreneurs and consumers be at odds with no resolution, and even more devastatingly, watch black leaders feud with other black leaders, setting back our culture's unity, bring confusion to our community, and feeding our flesh and egos with drama and chaos. Where do we go to mitigate with our own? It's not something we're willing to participate in as we discipline our focus on solutions and building Black corporate America. We knew the path we were given was never going to be easy. The anointing brings the fourth World, what? The anointing brings forth extraordinary responsibility. But this is indeed what happens when you are young, Black, and gifted, and the Lord has equipped us. Child, stop it. We thank you so much for your support, and we will continue business as usual with professionalism and passion to serve. That is what the people had to say. That is what she had to say at that time. And then this was a snippet from my video where they came out and they also made a statement going on. So let's go ahead and play that clip. Y'all go ahead and get into this.
We first want to thank you so much for your patience. I'm afraid our silence has come off as some type of admission of guilt, when it has always been our desire to be an example to Black business owners on how to deal with business discrepancies with professionalism and diplomacy.
We are currently dealing with the civil lawsuit and deny any and all claims that have been made. We have the best legal team in the country fighting to defend us. But please know that we take all consumer matters very seriously. And to all of our supporters and customers, I'm asking that you stand at this time, acknowledge and vouch for the fact that we have positively impacted your lives. And also have confidence in the fact that you can patronize our businesses and receive quality service.
With that being said, we also wanted to bring forth another solution to our community, the Black Business Review Board. We are actively vetting professional men and women to not just fight for the entrepreneur, but fight for the consumer, so that we can create a safe place for commerce. So we can internally ensure that we're offering resources for the best business practices. Now let's get back to creating freedom, security, and financial stability for our community. Thank you.
Thanks.
That is what you guys heard. That is what you guys heard from them at that particular time. Okay. So they was trying to clean up their image. You know, they were kind of like moving in a space of acting like, girl, this don't apply to us. This ain't, you know, we ain't do nothing wrong. We are good. Yeah, we didn't scam the people, you know. I don't know what these folks were really talking about. So they held on as long as they could until I guess the state did further investigation, and it looks like they may have reached a settlement at this point. I don't know how this settlement is really going to affect their business. I feel like she hasn't, Dana Chanel, whose name is more so out there than her husband. I don't feel like, hold on, okay, great. I don't think that it's really going to affect her too much. In all honesty, like I mean, she done went and got 1 million followers, and I don't think that she has addressed the whole she owes this money. Okay, she got to pay back whatever money they saying she got to pay back. So she hasn't addressed it. A lot of people may not know about it, and I would think a lot of people don't care, considering the fact that she only had maybe like 700, 800 or some thousand, just 2 years ago, and now she got well over 1 million. So I think the ball is going to continue to roll. But my question is, for people that do follow her and support her channel, does she still do Sprinkle of Jesus and Curl Bible? I know she doesn't do Alakazam apps, but does she do any of that anymore? I think her husband still does the jumping jack text, because I think I've seen him pop up on my TikTok and I think YouTube. So I think he's still in that financial sector. But with her, I don't really see her promoting her businesses. I just see her with her babies whenever I'm going to her page. Excuse me. And I'm actually on her page now. So I don't really see, like she used to like heavily promote her stuff. I just see her with her babies. I think she's doing a run-a-thon or something. And that's it. She do her trainings and stuff. It looks like from this photo, they may still have their office location, which is where they housed everything. But yeah, maybe she has a podcast, but I don't think that she's doing any of that other work. I think she may have just leaned into being an influencer, or maybe she had to put a pause on that work until she cleared this matter up with whatever they may owe to the people. But let's get into this article real quick that Philadelphia Inquirer put out. They're saying this Philly area influencer promoted her businesses between motivational Christian messages. Now she must pay customers more than $87,000. Girl, not 87,000. Shout out to the 500 people in the chat. Y'all already know we likes the likes. It lets the other people know that we are live. So definitely help out the channel by liking up the video. We appreciate that. But let's get into this. They're saying customers never receive the credit repair and app creation services that the influencer Dana Chanel advertised. My question is this, and I hope that they explain it once we get down more into this article. When I hear the credit repair and then I hear the app situation and I hear how much money people spent, I'm wondering how many victims was it? Because I was expecting this, if she had to pay anything, I was kind of expecting it to be more than $87,000, like maybe like upwards to like 100,000 or something. So I'm hoping they let us know how they reached that number, how many people were affected. Maybe everybody didn't speak up and just was like, I'm just going to take the L on whatever I lost or something like that and just, move on about their business. But I do wonder in a combination of credit repair and app users, I wonder how many of them in total were there and how they came about with this price. But they're saying that the restitution payments are part of a settlement agreement. So they agreed on this. So this sounds like something the state and her attorneys agreed on. So now I'm believing that number could have been much higher. And then now, because a settlement is likely going to come from her side versus their side. Okay, so she's trying to get this resolved. So they're saying a Philadelphia area social media influencer has been ordered to pay more than $87,000 to dozens of customers who paid for credit repair and other services that she promoted but did not deliver. The restitution payments are part of a settlement agreement reached between the Pennsylvania Attorney General's office and a South Jersey woman named Casey Oliveira, who is better known as Dana Chanel to her 1.1 million Instagram followers. Now they're saying advertising in today's world has changed and people trust personalities they follow online to promote desirable goods. Okay. In these cases, consumers were misled by the influencer and businesses that did not deliver on purchases. Whew. Girl, I bet you with this lawsuit, she had to have slowed things down so that she can review the other businesses to make sure that she's in alignment to not end up with such a situation like this again down the road. So they're saying that neither Oliveira, who described herself as a Christian tech entrepreneur, nor her attorney returned several requests for comments. Girl, not that I'm putting here that her attorney represented former President Trump. Now, what that got to do with something? Well, they did say in the video that they got the best attorney in the land to be working on this case. And I guess he is the best if he got y'all only paying a little over $87,000 versus, whatever they could have been asking originally. And got y'all to settle, child. But okay, honey, let's keep going. They said the settlement announcement came on Tuesday. Ends a 2-year-long legal battle that began when the Attorney General, Josh Shapiro, filed a lawsuit against her in November of 2021. Now, Dana Chanel built a following online by presenting herself as a Black woman-owned small business success story. A lot of people have asked whether or not this young lady is Black, but I do believe she is, because I remember like her posting her dad or something like that. Her dad is Black. And then, girl, if one of your parents black, they don't be considering you black for real. They just be like, you mixed. So, I mean, girl, I'm just going to say she got a portion of that in her. Y'all do with that what y'all want, okay? Now, they're saying that she presented herself as a black woman-owned small business success story. They said she advertised the products on her companies as a way for other black small business owners to achieve what she did. Then she ripped off the same community she claimed to care about. And this is what Josh Shapiro had to say. Okay, what is it, Attorney General or whoever? That's what he had to say. He says on her platforms, Oliveira promoted two businesses. All right, we know it was the Credit Exterminators and it was also Alakazam apps. All right, they said both of which she co-owned with relatives, and y'all know her dad and her sister were part of those people that she owned that with. So now I'm wondering, obviously they were named in a lawsuit, so they also gonna be liable for this $87,000. How y'all gonna split this up? They're saying customers of those businesses did not always get what they paid for, according to the prosecutor. Now, several customers of defendant Credit Exterminators reported to the state that they paid about $2,000 a piece or more for credit coaching and monitoring. All right. They say resolution of delinquent credit accounts and other repair services. That is so messed up. It's the no shade, but I feel like if you're spending $2,000 to get your credit in order, is there any bill on your credit that you could just use that money to just go and pay them off or something like that? Or just pay down more on a debt? You know what I'm saying? Because really, people say don't pay creditors. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't pay them off or anything. So maybe if you didn't pay them off, if you want to pay off old debts or something, maybe you could have applied that $2,000 to your car note or something. I don't know, girl. Who the hell am I? I don't know. I don't know what the credit was looking like anyway for it to be fucked up. So excuse me. So they're saying, according to complaints detailed in the state's lawsuit, they never received the services or a refund. Now, Alakazam apps customers, including small business owners and nonprofit executives, paid up to $2,000 each for the creation of a custom app, and they ain't never get it. Okay, one lady said she called the company more than 10 times, but never heard back or got a refund. Girl, that's some shit there. So y'all was over there misleading consumers. They said this young lady, Casey, Dana Chanel, violated state consumer protection laws. She can no longer advertise or sell credit repair or mobile app services. So we know those are out. So she must be reevaluating what's happening with the other stuff. They're saying that she still promotes a wide array of other products, including a heavy metal detox spray. I did hear about that. And she sprayed in the kid's mouth. That's what it is. She sprays into her children's mouths and instant life insurance coverage for as low as $1 per day. Life insurance, girl, that sounds like Gerber Life. Y'all remember the little Gerber apps, the little Gerber things that used to come in the mail? They used to try to give people life insurance for a little piece of nothing. I'm trying to see about this spray that you put in this baby mouth. Where is it? Oh, my son wasn't talking at 2 years old. I searched for anything to help him and found this heavy metal detox. He's too cute. So you just spray it in the baby mouth, and then what does it do after that? I don't know about that one, ma'am. I don't know. I don't know too much. I got to do my own research, but let's keep going. They say as of 2019, they say Oliveira was running at least 5 companies out of her North Philadelphia headquarters. Okay. Sprinkle of Jesus, Curl Bible, Jumpin' Jack, Taxes, Alakazam, and Earn. All right. So those were the companies, but I'm trying to see what happened to the companies. The Middleton, Delaware native was also growing her Instagram. We know that. Oliveira told a reporter then that she found God years earlier while she was working the front desk of a strip club in town. God, what the fuck? Did you go back to work after you Found the Lord. I mean, I know he loves all the children, but I'm just trying to see, did you go back to work? She found God years earlier while she was working the front desk of a strip club in town, which she won't identify. But did you go back to what happened with that, ma'am? I guess you could find them anywhere, child. Olivera said that she was also motivated by another higher purpose, the desire to help Black communities build intergenerational wealth through tech entrepreneurship. Money is the last thing. What we need to have is this power. And we only have power in what society deems a financial asset, and it's data, she says. Is how fast can I talk to you before the enemy does. Girl, they said you was giving fast talk, honey. That's what they said, girl. They said some people was labeling you as the enemy. I really hate that. That's very sad. That's very sad for you. According to the terms of Tuesday's settlement, Olivera and her two companies, which she co-owned with her father and her sister, must pay a total of more than. Okay, this is good to know because remember, they only highlighted the $87,000. So they're saying that she has to pay a total of more than $120,000, about $87,000 in restitution, $31,000 in legal cost, and $6,000 in civil penalties. I think that may make more sense to me because I'm like, 87,000, that's it. So it's actually 120,000, but 87,000 of that are going to go to the victims, from my understanding. So that's where we are with that, Miss Dana girl. Like, what the hell? I do believe that the Shade Room had a, let me see if I can pull that up. They had like a news article. Let me see if I can, or news story. Let's see if it'll play for us.
The restitution payments are part of a settlement agreement with the AG's office.
Let me see.
In 2021, Dana Chanel, whose real name is Casey Olivera, was sued by the Pennsylvania Attorney General for allegedly taking money from customers without delivering services. She operated a credit help company and a mobile app development service. Well, she now has to pay more than $87,000 to dozens of clients. The restitution payments are part of a settlement agreement with the AG's office.
Well, that's where we are. I see somebody in the comments said this can't happen to anyone with a business, though. I mean, anything can happen with a company, with a business, but you must not know the full story is what I was thinking when I first saw that comment, because I'm like, people were actually not getting their product. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, this can happen to any business if you ain't delivering on your deliverables, okay? If you're not giving the people what they supposed to have, okay? They said the fact that Dana Chanel ain't her real name, yikes. Now, y'all wrong for that, because Future ain't Future real name. And y'all be going up for, what is it, Nevadius? Is that his name? Y'all be going up for him. They said that's the chick with the podcast equipment that interviews herself. Girl, I can't. Y'all are a mess. Please leave the Christian slander out of this. This is a character issue and she's being held accountable for it. Truth, but she also just hiding behind Christianity, as so many people do when it comes to different religions. So sometimes you do need to talk about it, as much as you saying leave it out the conversation. Somebody says, I never resonated with her spirit or her energy. I also didn't like how she harshly judged unmarried women. And people who were not super Christian. Child, this is why I always tell y'all to know who God is on your own, because there are many false prophets speaking in his name. Now listen, this is what it made me think about, right? It made me think about, I don't know if y'all remember when Dana Chanel chastised the out this one girl. She chastised this one girl and had her standing up in front of everybody only to like embarrass this girl because she was late to work. And I'm trying to see if I can find that. Let me see. I cannot remember what. Oh, where was that video at? Oh my God. Dang, I hate I can't find. Oh man, do y'all remember that? Does anybody remember that when she had that girl come to the front and had her stand in front of the front of everybody in the office and kind of like ridicule that girl and embarrass her? I don't know if y'all remember that, but they was airing her out. I wonder if it's on TikTok. Sometimes you can find stuff quicker on TikTok. I might have to hop over here real quick and see if they had. You remember that, Miss Van B? It's on. What is it? What's the? I know it's on YouTube, but I'm trying to like go straight to that part so I could show people what I'm talking about. Cause I was like, ooh, child, cause she was getting dragged for that. The way she embarrassed that girl. I think did she fire her? Let me see. I'm trying to see. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments too. Y'all remember that? Okay. I know it was on her. She probably done took it down by now. I was hoping somebody else probably shared it on that YouTube. Let me. Dang. Oh, I wanted to find that. I'm mad. I just thought about it when I was reading the comments, and I'm like, dang, we could have watched that. Girl, because that is some messy shit. She embarrassed the hell out of that girl. All right. I don't think I don't see it. I don't want to have to go through all her videos and stuff trying to find it. But she embarrassed the fuck out of that girl. The way she was talking to her. But really, I can't even say she embarrassed her because it really ended up being her more so embarrassing herself. Let me see. Let me do a Google search real quick. I feel like I'm probably gonna find it once I hop off. I don't see it. Dang. But yeah, so I just looked on TikTok. I didn't see it. I just looked on TikTok. But yeah, so that's what's going on with her. She went off on that girl. I think she was like late to work or something like that. And she was just trying to, acting like she was teaching her something. But she really wasn't teaching that girl nothing. The whole point was to kind of like embarrass her high key. So, but yeah, guys, I just wanted to run by you guys everything that we learned about Dana Chanel and this whole scam, because I know I covered it like a year or so ago. And now the latest update is that she is expected to pay $120,000. So I guess the people wasn't necessarily lying. But then I also question, I guess you're admitting your guilt when you decide to settle it. You know what I'm saying? When you decide to go for a settlement and not fight it anymore. Is that like you just pretty much admitting your guilt? I would think so. I thought it was on her Instagram. She probably took it down though. I thought that was on her Instagram. Excuse me. But I think at this point, because she got drugged for that. And you know what was crazy with that story? She left it up for a long time when people were like going off on her about that. She left it up for a long time. But now that this lawsuit and stuff has happened, I wouldn't be surprised if she took it down. At this point. That's what I would think. But, yeah, that's it. I think that's all that I wanted to talk about. Really, I guess she's guilty for sure because they came after you. Obviously, the attorney general saw that there was some flaw that was going on. So as much as you may come to the front and do these different videos and say that y'all wasn't doing what they said y'all was doing, obviously y'all violated some laws and stuff like that. And here we are. Okay. So that is the latest deets when it comes to Miss Dana Chanel, honey. She got to pay these people the money. So hopefully those people get their money. And we'll just have to see how the rest plays out. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Yeah, that's all that I have. Yeah, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.